Hello everyone, Tina here. I hope your Sunday is going wonderful. I'm so glad you're here. Today we're playing with pattern paper, and we have a collection from Photoplay paper. It's called Gator. It's a fun themed 12 by 12 collection all about boys and gators. We're gonna make a birthday card, maybe 2 birthday cards, or one maybe just an encouragement card today. I do have the Gator Ephemera. We're going to use a couple pieces in here. And then I am going to create my card bases, or maybe even card fronts, with a couple pieces of cardstock from the Gator My Colors Variety cardstock. This coordinates really nicely with the Gator cardstock. I'm going to use Lime Pop for one card and Sweet Potato for another card. So we're going to jump in, trim down some pattern papers, and we'll get started. I picked out some pattern papers. We have Cool Stars and Stripes, we have Legendary, and then we also have Born to be Wild. Some fun pattern papers. I'm going to put these to the side and I'll trim these down. I also want to mention that I'm going to bring in the cut apart sheet that's in our kit, and I'm going to go ahead and use my scissors. And I'm going to trim away Hey Kiddo. That's going to go really nicely on my card today. I'm going to put this to the side. And I was also thinking about using the Play. So we will trim this out too. Okay, so we have some cut aparts, and then we have these pattern papers. So I'll trim these down and we're going to jump in with our first card. Now I went ahead and trimmed down a panel with my Colors cardstock. So this is 4 1/4 inches wide by 5 1/2 inches tall. And I went ahead and adhered it to the front of my card base. We're going to be using this on our card. Now I also have this panel. This is a 3 1/4 inch wide by 4 1/2 inch tall panel of this pattern paper. We're going to go ahead and adhere this to the front of our card. I'm going to use my tape runner and we'll adhere this. We'll center it. And because I like lots of layers, I also trimmed down a 1-inch strip of this blue pattern paper. I'm going to put this diagonally across the front of my card. We're just going to stretch this right across the top here, and anything overhanging, I'm going to use my scissors and we'll trim away. I'm going to take my Play cut apart, and we are going to trim a little bit off the left and a little bit off the right. Wonderful. I'm going to layer this right in the center of my panel. So we're going to add some adhesive, and then we'll tack this down right in the middle. After we have this done, I'm going to bring in my ephemera pack and also my stickers. For this card, we're going to use the stripe frame that's the same as our background. So I'm going to punch this out, and we'll punch out this middle portion. I'm going to turn this into a shaker. So what I'm going to do is flip this over. I'm going to add a piece of acetate, and then I'm going to put some foam tape all along the edges here. I went ahead and removed the release paper off of that foam tape, and I have some clear sequins. What we're going to do is create a see-through shaker because I want to see the words play behind it. So I'm going clear with the acetate, and then I'm also going clear with the sequins, and I'm just adding a few. And then I also have some really flat stars that we're going to add to our shaker too. So I have some stars and some sequins back here. What I'm going to do is take another piece of acetate, and I'm just going to cover the back of my shaker. So we're basically creating a see-through shaker. I'm going to go ahead and add this. I think all kids love shakers, and you know what? It's really not that bulky, only because I put one layer. If you want a lot of shake to your shaker, what you can do is double up on your foam tape. But you can still hear it shake just a little bit. In our ephemera pack, we have a circle with the star. I'm going to take that, and then I may use cool little dude here. So I'm going to put the rest of these aside and bring in my sticker sheet. In our sticker sheet, we have the cute little gator. What we're going to do is flip this over. I'm going to put some foam squares behind here. And then I want to use some powder, and I'm going to go over the back of my sticker. This is going to remove the tackiness of my alligator so he doesn't get bent out of shape on my card. And then what I can do is remove the release paper, and we can add our gator. I want to put him right in the center of the card. I went ahead and put foam tape behind my cool little dude. We're going to tack this underneath here. We'll tack this down. And then we have our little circle that I'm going to add right here on this bottom corner. So I'll add a small foam square. And we'll just tack this right here. Now I like lots of layers, so I'm going to take another star that's in I'm going to take the same star that's in our sticker sheet, and then I'll put a small foam square behind here, and we're going to layer it right on top of this existing star that is on our circle. Give that a little bit of dimension. And then I'm also going to take the Feed Me sticker. I think that will go cute with the gator. I'm going to go ahead and add this here. And then lastly, I'm going to bring in a little bit of sparkle. We have some glitter here. I'm going to go around the star here with some glitter. And then we'll also add a little bit of sparkle to our shaker on the white elements of this, just so it stands out a little bit. So we have a little sparkle. And then I'm also going to bring in a white gel pen. And on this blue stripe, I think it's missing something. So I'm just going to add some faux stitching along this blue piece here. I think that's just what it needed, and that finishes that card. We're going to jump into our next card. For my next card, I already created a card front panel with the sweet potato cardstock, and I love the texture that this has. It has like a woven texture. I just love the texture on the My Colors cardstock. I also have the same green that we used. It has that same woven texture. I'm going to mat this piece of pattern paper on the green. I'm going to take this panel and adhere it to the front of my card base. I trimmed down a 1 3/4 inch strip of this pattern paper. We're going to adhere this to the front of our card. We're going to add this about 3/4 of an inch from the left. We'll just tack this down, and then I'm going to flip this over. We'll put some foam tape behind here. Now I'm going to remove the release paper off of my Hey Kiddo. And I'm going to add this at a diagonal, kind of going with the diagonal theme. Now we're going to add our alligator. And you know what? I don't want those letters showing behind there. So what we're going to do is take the Look and Sharp sticker, and I'm just going to cover up that hay. And then I want to add my alligator here. And then I have a little bit overhanging. What I'm going to do is just use my scissors and trim away everything that's overhanging. In our sticker sheet, we have the happy birthday. I'm going to go ahead and add this For finishing touches, I went over the white area of the background pattern paper here with a little bit of sparkle, and then also the stars. And then that will finish that card. Here's a look at both cards that we made today with the Photoplay papers. Later Gator. Some collage cards that are sure to bring some smiles. Thank you so much for joining me. Have a wonderful day, and we'll see you soon. Bye-bye.